Hey everybody, welcome back to the middle of nowhere. If you're familiar with this channel, you kept checking back for videos and you thought you missed them, don't worry, you didn't. I just wasn't making them. I was on a bit of a hiatus for some personal health reasons, but I'm back and I've decided to restart the channel. So, odds are most of you haven't seen a video from me, so this is kind of my reintroduction video. I'm going to go over a few things of what I like to read, why I read, why I'm doing the channel, why I decided to restart it, and whatnot, what have you, and kind of some goals and some changes that I am making to the channel. First of all, hopefully this video will work. This is probably my 10th attempt at making a video. My co-host, aka my dogs, which I am hoping to feature on the channel at some point if I can get them to hold still and not interrupt with the channel, they decide that that's the time that they need to be vocal, as well as the nemesis. The nemesis is the worst. She tends to disrupt everything I try to do, and for whatever reason it gets under my skin. If you don't know who my nemesis is, that will be coming at a later date. If you do know who the nemesis is, she is not cute. All right, so who am I? I am George. This is my channel, Middle of Nowhere. I did change my locale of where my computer and filming and bookshelf, and I might change where I film. Might go to my reading nook, might see some of my other shelves that I have around the house, but we'll just have to wait and see. We'll see how that goes and what I decide to do. Goals for the channel. So I'm not going to be doing many book reviews. That's kind of a shocker for a booktube channel where you talk about books. My reviews will be on the SFF Insiders website, where you can see them, as well as you can generally get the link to them through my Goodreads, and that's where you can see what I'm reading currently and find all of that good information. I made a lot of review channels, and I know it's really good for the authors in that book, but I would have like 10 views, which I'm not doing this for the views and whatnot. That's not my goal. But if I want to make something, I want to have some more fun with it. And the reviews, I am not very long-winded, as you'll see. And I come across as kind of boring. I'm sure you're asleep by now. That's okay. It's my voice. It's very melancholic. It's very lack of emotion, whatever you want to call it. I'm very monotone. That's the word. That's the word we're looking for. And so I'm not very dynamic with those reviews anyway. So I will focus more on lists, and the list will get updated. I have some ideas for what those lists could entail. Like I said, my dog is barking. I apologize. Okay, well, this will be testing my editing skills, as I finally think that my shadow, my co-host Coco, has protected the yard enough now. I had to go yell at her to get her to stop. I don't know what she was barking at. But anyway, back to where I was. So I'm going to be doing some lists. I have some good ideas for lists. You'll get the traditional lists as well as some unique lists that are unique to me and what I think, as well as different. They're not going to really be ranked, but just some of when I hear certain things, what my go-tos are. I also have some ideas about what I see in literature, and some trends and things like that, and kind of my thoughts on them, and how it affects me reading. Not really if it's good or bad, but more how it affects my reading and the style of what it is, just because I'm curious to see if other readers have the same reactions I do if they have the same feelings I do, and what have you. Oh, here's my YouTube yada yada. Like, subscribe. You know the drill. You hear it on every video. Let's see how big I can make it grow. With that being said, that's not my goal. I don't have a goal of how big I want to see the channel. I enjoy connecting with everybody and seeing what everybody's reading and hearing about how the books I recommend. And that's why I have the channel. If I can just influence one or maybe two people to read a book that I've enjoyed and see them get the same enjoyment. I was talking with a friend at work the other day, and he was talking about how he could see people experiencing something he recommended. And we all know we're never going to be able to read our favorite reads again. We can't rewind time and read it for the very first time again. But what you can do is you can see somebody else read it for the first time and see their reaction to it. And in a way, I'm living vicariously through you if you read one of those books that I really enjoyed, because I get the same, I can feel that same feeling when you guys do. It's not the same, it's not the exact same high, but it is very, very close. And I find it just as thrilling as reading that series or that book for the very first time. And so my goal is to help you find a book that you get as excited about as I did, if that makes any kind of sense. If not, I apologize. Somebody can tell me what I meant. So what do I read? I read a little bit of everything. I'll have some nonfiction in there. I read a lot of thrillers. I read a lot of fantasy. I read a lot of sci-fi. Fantasy and sci-fi tend to kind of be the leaders of the pack, but I do read in a wide... I will read quite a bit of stuff. I will read manga. I will read all sorts of things. It kind of depends on what my mood is. I'm a little bit of a mood reader, but I also plan it out. It's kind of weird. So I try to stick to my plans, but I don't say which book I'm going to read in what order, and if I get really drawn into a series and feel like I should continue, I'm going to keep powering through. I know there's other dogs barking. It's not mine, so hopefully it's not as loud. But I found out my headphones, because I use my phone and my headphones to record. I might try doing it on my computer as well. I have the setup to do that, but I've just found that my video clarity is much better this way, and the audio quality is not bad with my headphones. But yeah, so if you have a book you want to see me read, go ahead and recommend it. Put it in the comments. You can find me on the SFF Insiders Discord, on X or Twitter. Those are usually where I'm most active. But I'm not as active as I was before. I've just found, like, taking a step back from the social media, I'll interact here and there, but I do not want to get drawn into that. I found that it makes me much happier that way. I'm not saying I'm not anti-social media, but at the same time, I don't spend a lot of time on it anymore as much as I used to. There will be times when I'm more active on there, usually when I'm sitting at my computer trying to figure out my editing software or typing up a review or something like that, and that's when I'll be more active. But anyway, that being said, welcome back. If this is your first time here, thank you. It means a lot to me that you did check out my videos, my content. I do get a warm, fuzzy feeling. It's great. I'd love to interact with all of you. If you have friends that want to know it, I would love, it's not my goal to make the channel climb, but I do like to see it because I am a competitive person. And so I want to see how big I can make it. See if what I do actually catches the interest of a few. I'm also going to be doing more lives, and that's one of the ideas I have. My first live video will be with the incredible Brian Wilson, coming up on Saturday, May the 3rd, where we prepare for the launch of his third book in his series, The Dark Element. So we'll see if I can get that working. Look for the graphics to come. And I have some great ideas for lives. I'll do some of these like one-on-one type things. I'll probably have a couple other people come in sometimes, but I'm kind of excited, so we'll see how that goes. Dip my toe into it a little bit, I guess. If you want to be featured on the channel, want to talk to me, see my craziness, allow me to sacrifice you, reach out to me. Let's see what we can do, see what we can come up with, and some of the ideas that I do have. So, all right, guys, I think I've rambled on enough for this reintroduction video. If you do have any questions about who I am, what I'm reading, anything at all, do reach out to me. I will respond to you at some point. I'm looking forward to connecting with all of you, and thank you guys for supporting me in the little bit that I do. As always, guys, happy reading and stay great.